Now it's time for my brilliant brainchild, the Ninth Wave Reboot. It's me, Brian, again. And this is version 1 of the Ninth Wave Reboot. So this concept came together kind of last minute. I mean, this literally is the icing on the cake, as people call it. This has happened here in the last month of me using my thoughts and understanding marketing, branding, and how I had a brand that I wanted to get out when I was younger. Ninth Wave Artisans. I was being creative and I thought about some stuff looking at like being younger and seeing like the world wonders. I think that's what hit me in the back of the mind, back of the head, was seeing this eighth wonder concept and the marketing behind it. I didn't want to use wonder. I love surfing overall. I've always had an affinity for surfing since I was younger. Later on in life, I finally accomplished hitting my first green wave, and I guess everything about what waves mean to me is just this other part of the story, because surf life is something that I've started to infuse into my marketing here in the later days. So now for Ninth Wave, Artisans becoming more, and putting together what I have with mindset webheads and trying to find a basis for getting people to understand what they can do with learn and earn communities. There's 5 modules that are the basis for what's going on. And I was like, well, I need to add more to this. There's still some stuff missing. And I have a concept over there with this ninth wave something that's been sitting for years and I didn't really take off with it. And just in my thoughts, that marketing genius came through, and it was like, wait, just add 4 more somethings to this. It doesn't have to be more modules. What can you add to this to make your ninth wave artisans idea something new? So then that's where the genius in branding I'm saying came in. It was like, use Reboot. And there's a TV show called Reboot from when I was a kid. Seeing what the situation is, it's like we're living in Reboot. If anybody has ever seen the show, it's like people can choose to play this game with other people, putting this big block up, and everything becomes a game in reality for everybody inside of that grid or that block. And the whole point is seeing which side's gonna win, and that's where, like, after you win, your side gets control of things until the next game is played, until the next challenge is created to take control, because it's like, well, you've had power for so long, we had to regroup, and now we're coming at you. And in this world of war games, business is kind of war when you look at it, and getting out of the madness and seeing what branding is, it's kind of war in the competition and being the best of who you are. There's an internal struggle that goes on top of it. So I can see where the genius comes from, the ninth wave and the reboot, because it was like, I just need 4 more somethings that make sense. So in my head, it was like, all right, well, you have these other key points that you have in all these notebooks that you've been making things out of. Where is what you're looking for? And I circled back to the fact that I'm looking at marketing right now. And I just let that sit on me for all but a few minutes. And it was like, oh, wait, okay, 5 modules, 3 models. And then I was like, well, I need 1 more something. And it was like, well, when you look at those 3 models that you're looking at, there's 1 more model. It's the path. It's understanding how to move things to the next place. And that one thing that stands different has to do with coming from the funnels and moving into the flywheel. It frees you up in life and helps you see more as well. Promote the market, give some stuff away in life to companies out there that have helped me get there, organizations that have been working hard to do something for free while still being able to earn in what they're doing. And that's what I'm hoping people get from me and everything going on now, what I've been working on in learn and earn communities. I've learned from some of the best. I want to be able to go to those people and show them that, hey, I'm somebody you can potentially partner up with. I just got to get off the ground with the right people. You got to show traction to get in sight with people like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not me being bullied. It's not that they're gonna run off with my image and do anything with it. They just wanna know that I'm on the level of them supporting what's going on if I gauge this the right way. What you're getting with Wave Reboot is, like I said, 5 modules that are the foundations of growth. They are the flow path of creating a mindset that helps you feel more functional and just able to do what you do. But more so than anything else, it's the formula for change and understanding what you can do at base, starting at 0 out of pocket. I will give away the first step, yes. I will give away 1 module to you. I won't be greedy because I've already said it before. This is about being able to do business, understanding 0 out of pocket investment wherever possible. Because if you talk to some of the best people in business, they're not trying to spend money, they're trying to make money. If I can exchange time for something that can make me money, I'm most likely going to exchange my time before I go pay money for anything, because there's more return on investing my time, where my time turns into money, as opposed to going and spending a whole bunch of money for advertising, promotions, and whatever else, trying to get people to play the role. Somebody will pay that person some money to talk on camera because the potential and possibility to get a sale from somebody in their audience. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed at all. There's no guarantee that because you go pay an influencer, you're gonna get any sales out of them, but you let somebody take your money and run with it who doesn't care about you. And they give 2 craps about you. They're probably not even stressing about anything at all because they have this huge following that's making the money on this platform, that platform, the other platform. They're monetizing the audience. It's not even a community. Using everybody possible at will because their whole lifestyle steps on people. You don't matter to them. They don't engage you in what they're doing. You're now putting yourself in a foothold, and the imposter portion of gets worse. And the part where the anxiety, the stress, and the madness, the burning of bridges gets worse because your brand is being represented by somebody that does not care about your brand, and they're just using you. Not only that, they're using people. They're not building community. They're not helping your brand, mission, and vision, but they're running off with your work. And how things are starting to change when we look at these funnels, where the funnel is getting gunked up. You got where people are trying to get everybody down here to make the sell happen. They want to rush you to the sell point. They pull at your emotions more so than anything else. And what marketing is, they try to make you feel like they're connected to you as fast as possible, but most of them push you around to get you in a corner and make you feel anxiety. That fear of missing out has become this huge something. People are basically bullying other people and what's going on. I've seen it for the past 2 years. Not only that, I've seen it most of my life with people bullying me because they think that they're so amazing and attractive and they have it together. Where I just want to know if we can get along as people and build a relationship over time. I have very, very, very few people I call friends in life because I see how most people have just used me and my time and my attention. I was taught to be a professional in life before anything else. I was taught by the business world, by one of the giants in business, AT&T, from a kid. I got to see inside of AT&T in a way that a lot of people didn't. And that's cool to me because my mom made sure I understood, like, take your child to work day means something. That was one of the coolest things ever growing up, was I got to get out of school and go hang out with mom for the day and just see work world and see how much fun they try to make it for us as kids to learn in our sites, seeing business directly. When you see businesses constantly training their teams, they're constantly learning new techniques for people who have come out of school and now are working for the company. They don't have time to continue to go to school because people working the normal weekend, working overtime, trying to take care of family, have careers. The whole idea of a career is how to bring your professional life and your family life together. So take your child to work day. Amazing something that I don't know if that's even happening the same today, because the craziness of what's going on and people stepping on people in business, where company culture has changed completely and you have this crazy turnover rate of what's going on. So you talk about like trying to ride the waves and people who don't know what they're doing out there. You have all these people faking it. I'm gonna use this as a metaphor. People out here are trying to act like they're surfers. They know what it means to ride the big one. But when it comes to it, they're nose diving, they're tumbling, and they're wrecking their board, and they're just sucking in nothing but seawater. And it's kind of funny because why are you doing something that you haven't taken the time to learn the proper technique and what's going on? Why not, in today's age, take a moment and just go look online to understand how to catch a green wave? That's how I was able to go catch my first green wave. Was before I went back to the beach again, I looked online and took in what some of the experts out here who are surfers, who really know what's going on, tell you about technique, tell you about form and how to get up and getting off the ground, trying to take flight, trying to enjoy the ride. You gotta get the nose up. That's a metaphor just to say, it does take technique, it does take learning, it does take going through it. And for the people who keep doing it the wrong way over and over again, who are just eating sin, great madness, I can't even be sorry for them. It's funny to me that they're doing the same old same repeatedly. They're repeating bad behavior. And that's not a good thing. When we talk about simple, repeatable, and scalable, that's not scalable. That's not going anywhere. And I mean, it doesn't even seem like it's simple because it's painful at the end of the day, sucking in seawater. That's not a simple way to learn how to surf. Why would you repeat it? That's marketing for you, and how we can take words, we can turn them into brands, and we can see more just from what's around us. And now, growing up and seeing that, I understand being a part of an organization where it's about having that insight, bringing it into doing more, to be able to help take it and feed that information to other people, train other people, and doing more. We need more educators in life. We need more people that are passionate about information transfer, giving insight to people. That's the beauty of marketing. Marketing is not me trying to sell you anything. It's not me advertising anything. It's not me promoting anything at the end of the day, really. It's me sharing information with you. It's me informing you of something. It's me educating you on what experience has been, whether it's mine or what's going on in the world. When you look at what economics is all about, economics is about teaching us what we've come from in the dark ages of everything, where it was madness and people fighting and quibbling over little stuff, to where we're here today. And it's like, all right, how do we get people to stop fighting about stuff? Well, if we let business run the world and we get past politics, then we learn the truth. Because again, if you've paid attention in education, politics is all about businesses that lobby for somebody to be their face. All politicians are puppets on strings at the end of the day, mostly speaking. They're indebted to those who lobby for them. I want nothing to do with politics at the end of the day. I'm not gonna pay somebody else to be my face. I'm not gonna pay for an influencer that's gonna run off and do whatever. Sorry, I don't need you. Marketing is art. Education is art. Using words to create books, stories, poems, tales, or just instructional how-tos of how to succeed. That's art at the end of the day. When it's impactful, it's insightful, it's meaningful, it makes people step back and really take in what's in front of them. That's the beauty of what I have here with the Ninth Wave Reboot. It's more than just say, hey, here's how I've learned to take the concept of learning in communities and turn it into something, shape it into something. It's me saying, I understand this life so differently than I ever did before, and now I get to help share that with other people in a beautiful, amazing way that expresses me. And I'm not letting anybody take it over. I'm gonna share that with other people because I understand what it means to infuse referral networking, word of mouth, organic growth, and treating people right, and showing people respect, and being professional, and having a motivation in things, and being inspiring, and being this person who, if you really get to know me, I'm truly loving and caring. And so on keeping things simple, repeatable, and scalable, understand my mindset is you want to over-deliver on premise so that you can overwhelm with what your promise is and what branding is. Give, 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 give. Don't think about what you're getting from start. Give. Give it all away. Not the best of the best, but give it away in the sense of give your time to learning and helping others grow and learning and researching and developing, so that you see interaction and taking your risk where when you feel like you're falling on your face, you're gonna just stand right back up. Things didn't go exactly how you expected it in the moment. You face planted a little bit on what you were trying to do because you were leaning in a little bit too hard on something. You were tipping the board forward. You weren't poised, looking at the direction of trying to take off. But once you understand having that fond direction where you're pouring more into it, you're giving to what it is, you're making it simple, you're making it repeatable. And now this is where you start to scale up in what your mission is, because this is where you're over delivering on your promise. You're overwhelming with what your promise is. You didn't have to try to bring your promise to life. You already did it before. People didn't see what you were doing until they see it, until they actually receive the gift and they're like, I was overlooking so much in what the meaning of what's going on with doing business is, what marketing is, what outreach is, what it means to connect to other people. But it's time to reset this. It's time to reboot this and take it to the next level. And that's the magic of what I get to do now. And I hope that you take this journey to understand what these 5 modules are about, and getting to understand 3 models in marketing business that are going to help you understand and break down things over and over again, to get out of trying to sell to people and understanding what the flywheel is, where you're constantly getting recurring growth from your people in life that are your tribe, who you're collaborating with again and again because you love being around them and you want them to succeed more. I've taken these 3 concepts and now they're all working together in this flywheel component of what we have here, in order to show you that there's a path to things through what the flywheel is. Say the path is the flywheel, and I have something for what the flywheel is, that today is a day you can start making change. Today is a day you can start doing it different, and you don't have to pay money out of pocket for these crazy systems that are out here to do it. I can show you how to start doing things at base with no money, and show you how to turn that into so much more, where it's ultimately about getting past looking at the money at the end of the day. So invest some time first to be able to see where to invest some money, and then get right back to where it's all about investing your time more so than ever worrying about money again.